What's going on, everybody? This is Pokemon Inclement Emerald, and we have made it to the final member of the Elite Four, Drake the Dragon Tamer. This is Challenger mode, meaning we are stuck on set mode, no items in battle, no potions, enhanced AI, perfect opponent Eevee and Ivies, and competitive movesets. One last roadblock standing between us and the champion. Each member of the Elite Four has been increasingly more difficult, so Drake and his dragons should not disappoint. Without further ado, let's kick this off. Here we go. Elite Four Drake, the final Elite Four member. Let's get it. He's gonna lead with Dragalge, and I'm gonna lead with the dragon type of my own, Hydreigon. Dragalge? I think that's how you say it anyways. Whole lot of dragons. So anyways, here we go. We're gonna start right off with the Draco Meteor, going straight for it. We're gonna outspeed here due to Hydreigon holding the Choice Scarf, which is crucial because Dragalge here is going for Draco Meteor as well. And typically he does outspeed. That's why we needed the Choice Scarf on Hydreigon in order to outspeed and take this thing out in one shot. The Choice Scarf is gonna lock us into Draco Meteor now, but that's perfectly fine because we were planning on switching out here anyways. Using Draco Meteor harshly lowers special attack, so we have to switch out. Now we're predicting an Outrage coming out of Garchomp here, which would be super effective and totally would one-shot Hydreigon. So we definitely have to switch out into someone who's going to resist the Dragon type, and that's going to be our Steel type Metagross. It's always super risky having Dragon versus Dragon battles because it basically comes down to who's faster. So we want to get in and get out as quick as possible with that Choice Scarf on the Hydreigon. So we're going to resist the Outrage. It's not going to do very much damage at all to Metagross here, resisting it thanks to the Steel type and also having a pretty high defense stat. And now this is our chance to Mega Evolve and go on the offensive. Garchomp is now locked into Outrage for the next 2 to 3 turns, and we have to take advantage of this because if Garchomp uses Earthquake on us, we are absolutely toast. Garchomp does outspeed and hits us for a fairly small amount of damage, but now it's our turn to attack. We have to get as much damage in these next 2 to 3 turns as much as possible and try to take this thing out as quick as we can. We're going to take some residual contact damage from Garchomp's ability Rough Skin, which doesn't really make any sense considering Metagross is like entirely made of metal. But that's fine. We're going to take another Outrage here. Metagross hanging in there. We go for the second Meteor Mash, hoping to get the attack boost from the secondary effect. I think is like a 20% chance to. But either way, with the second Meteor Mash, Garchomp is going to go down. We're going to take a little bit more damage from the Rough Skin. And that is it for Garchomp. Let's go. Of course, we're unable to get the attack boost, but it is what it is. We were able to take down the Garchomp. Definitely one of his biggest threats on the whole team. So next he's going to send out Naganadel. You guys know I struggle with these names. He's a Dragon Poison type. I would normally stay in and one-shot him with the Zen Headbutt out of Metagross, but he does know Fire Blast. So I switch out, predicting the Fire Blast into Hydreigon to resist it, because he sees the super effective kill with Fire Blast on Metagross, and that definitely would take him out. But I predict wrong, and he hits us with Draco Meteor, and this is going to be lights out for Hydreigon. Now, here's what I did wrong. The way the AI works here is that when the opponent sees a kill on your Pokemon that has really low HP, and it realizes that any move is enough to take it out, the AI rolls its moveset and then picks a move at random. That was a huge misplay by me. We see the opponent getting his Beast Boost, which is the ability that Ultra Beasts have that when they get a kill, it boosts their highest stat. So in this case, he got a Speed Boost. So this is not looking good for us. We are in a really scary position here. Our fastest Pokemon just got taken out. We cannot outspeed this thing no matter what. This thing is crazy strong. And if you guys notice, he did have the White Herb to restore his special attack drop from the Draco Meteor. So knowing that we're not going to outspeed no matter what, I send out a slow, bulky Pokemon, Tyranitar. He goes for Draco Meteor again, but Tyranitar should be able to tank this fairly well. In this game, Sandstorm Weather gives a special defense boost to all rock types on the field, so Tyranitar essentially has a built-in special defense boost with his ability Sandstream that whips up the Sandstorm Weather. We tank the Draco Meteor like a champ, fire back with an Earthquake, and this is going to be enough to take him out in one shot. Let's go! Tyranitar pulling through for us, coming out, taking the Draco Meteor like an absolute champ. We still got more than half our health left. We whipped up the Sandstorm, and we're now about to turn this thing around. Naturally, Como-O is going to come out next. Tyranitar having a 4x weakness to fighting type moves. Como-O is a fighting dragon type, so we're going to predict a Focus Blast or a Close Combat coming next. We want to switch to someone that can resist that, and that's going to be a flying type Zapdos. And here it is. Luckily, we predicted right this time. We get hit with the Close Combat, and this should not do very much damage. And we're going to tank it like a champ with just a little bit over half health. He's going to get the defense and special defense drop, and we're going to use this to our advantage. And lucky for us, we get the static paralysis. This is huge. This is going to cut his speed in half, and otherwise we would not be able to outspeed this thing. The plan here was to just set up Reflect, survive an extra turn, and then set up Tailwind as well, and use that to outspeed, because normally Como-O would outspeed my entire team, and that's a problem. Like I said earlier, these dragon battles are very dependent on speed. Speed is so important, and this paralysis is huge for us. We get the full para. This is going to give Zapdos some extra time here to set up a light screen as well, because they still have some mix attackers left on the other team, and a Tailwind also, because paralysis is going to help us deal with Como-O, but we still have the rest of his team to deal with, and they are all fast, hard-hitting sweepers. So we set up the light screen. We get hit with Outrage. This is a physical attack, but we do have Reflect up from the last turn. We'll see if it's enough for Zapdos to hang in there. Unfortunately, it's not. This Como-O just hitting like an absolute truck. But Zapdos coming in clutch. That static is really what's going to save us here, as you'll see, because even with the Reflect, for our next move, we're going to go ahead and send out Garchomp. Even with Reflect, if we got hit with Outrage and he outspeeds us, Garchomp would probably get one shot. But because he is paralyzed, we can safely get Garchomp onto the field. We are guaranteed to outspeed. We go for the Outrage, and this is absolutely going to one-shot Como-O. And let's go. We're in a great position here. We've turned this battle around. Also, we still have the Sandstorm going. Garchomp taking full advantage of that due to Sand Veil, his ability. It ups evasion in the Sandstorm. So we are in a great position here, but it's not over yet. We still got 2 Pokemon to go, one of them including his ace. Now, Superior is going to come out and outspeed, and he's going to hit us with Draco Meteor. We do have Light Screen up, so Garchomp is going to be able to take that like a champ. But thanks to Superior's ability, Contrary, instead of after using Draco Meteor getting a special attack drop, he gets a special attack boost. Well, this is really dangerous. We cannot let him hit us with another Draco Meteor. We're going to hit the second Outrage, and that's going to be enough to take out the Superior as well, and that's going to be another one-shot. Garchomp just running through these dragons like an absolute madman. In this game, Superior is a grass dragon type, by the way. That's why he got hit for super effective damage, but it is not over yet. And here comes the Salamence, his ace. Undoubtedly the strongest threat on his team. I had a lot of trouble with this thing. So he's going to Mega Evolve. We got Mega Salamence. This thing is not easy to deal with. Gets the Intimidate off on Garchomp, which is not good for him, but it's not even going to matter because he moves first, hits us with Double Edge, and that's going to be enough to take Garchomp out. So this is the scary part. I've got 3 Pokemon left to deal with his one Salamence, but this thing is such a huge threat. I can't tell you guys how crazy strong this thing is. So he takes some Sandstorm damage, and this is going to be key. He's going to take residual damage a little bit every turn over the next few turns. So here we go. We're going to send out Tyranitar and see what we can do here. Now, we know we're not going to be able to outspeed. That's fine. But if we can hit a Stone Edge, it'll be super effective and hit him for a ton of damage. Salamence hits us with Earthquake. We just have to survive this, and we do. Tyranitar is a monster, but we missed the Stone Edge. That would have been it. That would have been the game right there. The Stone Edge is super effective on Salamence because he's part flying type, but it's a low accuracy move, and we may have just missed our one and only chance to win this battle. We don't have any Pokemon left that can really stand up to this thing. We're at a type disadvantage, and it is not looking good. So now we decide to stay in with Tyranitar, and the plan has changed. We have to burn as many turns as possible for Salamence to take the most damage over time from the Sandstorm, and possibly using Double Edge and getting recoil damage to get his health as low as possible, for Metagross to come in last and outspeed with the priority move Bullet Punch, because we can't outspeed any other way. So here we're going to send out Volcarona. Here we're going to bait the Double Edge, which in this game is a rock type move. Volcarona is 4 times weak to rock, and as I said before, we need to get as much chip damage on Salamence as we can, so we need him to take a lot of recoil damage from Double Edge. And what do you know, Volcarona's ability, Flame Body, coming in absolutely clutch. He's going to hit us with a contact move and gets the Flame Body burned from the Volcarona. So now he takes huge recoil damage from the Double Edge, Sandstorm damage, and now the burn damage as well. Doing everything we possibly can to get him in Bullet Punch range. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. It all comes down to this. Now, we do have Reflect up, and he is burned, which means his physical attack is nerfed like crazy, but it's not going to matter because Metagross has such little health left. It all comes down to this. Bullet Punch has to do it. It's the only move we can use to outspeed. We hit the Bullet Punch. Is it going to be enough? And we get the crit. We get the crit. Let's go. Metagross getting the job done. To be honest, I don't know if that crit mattered. Metagross does have a pretty impressive attack stat, and also the ability Tough Claws does boost the Bullet Punch, but either way, we get the lucky crit for the win. What an insanely close battle, guys. Metagross coming in clutch, getting the job done, and what a comeback. Moments like those, guys, that's what we play Pokemon for. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. The champion battle is next. I'll see you then.